What's going on, guys? Sacred Black Sheep with another video. Like I said before, I'm always trying something different. So I'm watching a live reading from Empress Bella, and I'm gonna try to pull cards on my own in the reading. It's the What's the Tea with Empress B.
That's the only way, is if they give you that way to get back. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they're going to get your energy. So somebody would have to actually patronize your business to get a little piece. Because your energy is nothing for free over there, okay?
And then the
I know that.
card that I ended up pulling out was the Hawk.
Prices went up, darling. Oh yes, the price went up.
Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. Pelican, forgiveness. Let go of your judgment. Dragonfly illusions. You know who you really are. And then at the bottom was dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and visions.
Stronger than your spirit, guys. They got another thing coming on a day like this, okay?
And then the soul's truth question is, what is my body telling me right now?
They got that foot on their neck. They gonna have like, watch out. When I say they got their foot on their neck, I'm telling you, that's what I just saw. Like what you think you doing, okay? Sit your ass down, like. Oh my goodness, I love it. Looking at the bigger picture. Oh yeah, because we in the full moon in Sagittarius, and look what keep coming at the bottom of the deck. You looking at the bigger picture now. Like, people gonna have to see something from a higher perspective, because this is not the fuck that, okay? At all. Okay, at all. Period. Like, that shit is real. It's like, this ain't that, but what you thought this was. This is time for healing. Either you're gonna go heal, and you know, we can work something out, or it's a no for you. It's a no-go, right? And these people are not understanding it. Like, somebody think they smarter than the average bear.
Magenta Dragon enables you to bring forward your soul's
they
wisdom.
Have no idea.
Awaken your soul's memory
absolutely no idea.
and higher spiritual understanding.
It's like, if they're not healed, it's a no for the universe.
Prepare your accelerated ascension.
Like, no.
I'm trying not to talk over her.
They about to show these mofos who you really are. Okay? It's a no. It's a no.
Pure White Dragon from
It's a
Orion.
no. Like,
Transformations.
I keep hearing that part of the song when they like, what do I look like with all these 20s?
Transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom.
Like, no, this is stacks of hundreds and shit. Like, that's the type of energy you gonna be on.
Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty.
Money, though. I feel like that's just.
Let your wings of light grow
like, I don't know,
and expand.
I love it though. Whatever it is, this is, but it's beautiful. I'm showing the world the real.
Lilac Fire Dragon.
What the fuck what it really is, okay? What it really is, okay? What's going on here? I mean, it's like, damn. I mean, you got people drooling collective, like, they just want in. Can they get in on this, please? Like, can you let them in now, collective? They want to know, can you let them just in just a little bit? You know? I love the energy that y'all in, because y'all in that empress energy. Like, somebody has balanced the fuck out of their masculine and feminine energy. Like, it's like, period. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, to the sea. And you did it all by yourself. Okay? Not one person, because that's what's going on. You gonna be looking at people like, well, what you do for me? Like, that's why I said the universe is not going to allow. It's to the point where it's like, it's a no for the universe. Absolutely not. Okay? If people can't be their authentic self with you, it's the no from the universe. Like, you are so heavily guarded and protected right now, collective. You know that people gonna be crying, okay, watching you at the gate, okay, like, damn, I just want to come to you, can I? Yeah, it's a no, okay, it's a no for you, all right? Damn, I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's a no. I can't make it up. Not for you. No, the universe said no. And like the one yourself, it's a no from the universe. Absolutely not. On June 29th, okay, they really gonna get it. Like the universe was like, no, no. Okay, somebody really gonna get it because they gonna try again, baby. It's a no. No. Blocking the shit out of somebody. Somebody is really trying to get in. Let me in. No. You can't get into the serendipity. Yeah, because that's your energy. It's for you. Somebody needs to see things from a higher perspective. All right. Either they're gonna be authentic or they just left. They gonna get left. Period. Could be a Sag or Aquarius there, but it's like no, because they're not being their authentic self or something like that. You gonna have people hurt, okay? So it's going to be okay for you guys to be a little arrogant this month. Yeah, it's a no for, I'm telling you, buy the book. When I say these people want to have to learn how to do shit on their own, because you did it by yourself. Buy the book.
Marry me and watching.
Step by step, or it's a no.
Just speaking out.
Ain't no fast track to success. Ain't no fast track to success. You did it by yourself, I said. To the stick. You just going with the flow here. And they go to the universe looking like, no. It's a no for you. No, you can't get into it. There's only room for one.
I do it by myself. If nothing comes up, then
yeah. It's only room for one in this pod there. Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. That's the energy of the universe. You're about to be blessed immensely. I mean immensely, okay? Because these people that love you so much, they don't have to get up here. Because all these hearts is under you. Like, you ain't, my heart's so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Like, you ain't even all about, oh my, like, no, you can't get hypnotized, digmatized, you can't get none of that. It's like, I don't give a damn about that. I don't care about loving them. I don't care about that shit. Like, that's the energy I love myself enough because I did it by myself.
yeah.
Okay?
I choose
that's
me.
The energy that y'all want.
I choose me, exactly. We choosing ourselves.
People gonna think you cold-hearted, but you're not, because if you was cold-hearted, then you wouldn't be blessed like this. It's just you know what to do and what not to do. You know how far to go and what not. No.
Exactly.
It's a no for you, right? Here it is. Yeah. Either I can't. We got effort and music. Understand that song is really, listen to that song, y'all. Listen to that damn song. It's a message in there for somebody. Period. It's a message here, okay? Listen. Somebody has to heal their childhood wounding if they got any issues. A lot of relationship changes going on. Yeah, because they can't come with abundance. Okay? Yeah, they gonna have to go. So people getting cut out. No matter how hard they trying to hold on, get into your heart. You love yourself more than anybody. And that's how it's supposed to be. So like, they can't get through that damn gate there. It's a portal opening just for you, 88 abundance, period. And it's flowing. And it's like, no, did you do work? Okay, no, you can't get in. But
I choose me, right?
who are you, right?
Nine of Pentacles.
Known to the universe.
Miss
So
Independent or Mr. Independent,
Somebody's
right?
going to learn that. They're going to have to learn that in order to get where you at, they're going to have to make themselves known to the universe. And then the universe, they're going to have to accept it, get accepted
Lovers
by the
and Page of
universe.
Pentacles.
Like, I'm just hearing this academy kind of thing. Like, somebody's going to have to get accepted in the cat, in I'm hearing the comment, but they're not accepted, okay?
I accept it.
Yes, it's called Code. I love it. Listen to this damn song. That shit give you life, okay? Because whoever this is resonating with, Because it's like they gonna like, oh my God, she said they gonna die if I leave. Well, bitch, you done with life. Like, cause I'm still leaving. I don't give a fuck about you.
Knight of Swords.
Yes, the Universal. Yes,
Ten of Wands.
Academy. You're a part of the Universal Academy. Period. And you took your power back. It says use your
Actually, we're
God-given
not gonna
power
pull
and
one
intentions
anymore.
to manifest the blessings in your life.
This
Yes,
is an
and
angel, so we're gonna leave that.
Raguel is here with me right now. Come through, Raguel. And then we got
And we have Harahel, the predating god, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. So if you're dealing with disrespectful kids, they're going to be more obedient today. Or at least you'll have the strength to at least get their act together.
Okay, I love it.
Any women that are wanting to produce, this would be a perfect time now, you know. Especially check if you're ovulating, of course, most importantly, you know. Your cycle is more important to know when you want to have babies. So hopefully this is the you're in your cycle. 9 of Pentacles here, so most likely.
You know you gonna get this shit. It's yours. Okay? So make sure
Crystal clear intentions of the card she pulled out.
you want it. Okay?
And also, with this 9 of Pentacles and this I choose me, what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? So it's just like, whatever is happening, it's like you definitely have been on your own. And I think this is the question that, is it really for the reader? It's meant for the watcher itself. It's the more so the people that they're going to be dealing with.
Yes, that was, listen.
Who you've been working with.
People ain't gonna like you letting them go like this. You hear me? Okay? Yeah, they out there playing and shit.
Or the people that you're going to have to cut off. Because you're trying to work with people, you realize that you have to choose yourself in order for it to work out. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? So that's the bottom line.
Indigo is starseed children. It says, well, I'm sorry, crystal children. It says, you have a bond with children in particular, and you can help children who are sensitive, okay? So, yes, even with
I would say something about children, right?
Understand, the child was
So that's confirmation as well.
from laughter, joy.
10 of Wands is the God humiliating the proud. Nanael, spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law.
Bringing in some serious joy in your life here, okay? That your inner child, okay, is going to be screaming like that for joy. It's like, this is something you always imagined, you always wanted. Like the life you always wanted is coming, and it's going to feel so fucking amazing.
Claim it.
Like,
Claim it, y'all. Claim it.
Screaming for fucking joy like that little baby outside. That is so amazing. Oh my God, the energy is so potent right now, y'all. It is so potent, okay? Oh my gosh. Crystal clear intentions. That's all they say. Listen, be clear about what you want. So when you manifesting today with this moon energy or whatever, make sure you be clear. Numbers, times, days. Like if you listen, get that shit because it's yours. Okay? It was written, period, for everybody to see who you are. Okay? It was written already for you to have this. Okay? Listen. This is beautiful. Okay?
Two of Swords. The Devil.
Like, within
Sacral
this
chakra.
moon energy, because you know we
Soul
already
survivor.
got retrograde
Regrets.
energy, but we in a pre-shadow. But definitely, these people, it's certain people you're going to be able to see who can come and who can't. Like, and that's just serious. You're going to see. You're going to be able to see. Okay? You're going to be able to see.
Whatever type of obsessions, addictions, toxicity, they needs to be cut out.
From the bottom, so you came from the bottom, and can't nobody take away
Soul
this
survivor
because you
regret.
self-made. Ain't nobody make you made
Sacral
you.
chakra.
Period. You started your business. You made you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that.
Because you started from the
But
bottom.
you definitely influencing others to do the best that they can do on their path. Okay, so congratulations, y'all. And this is why the universe is paying you.
Relationships, intimacy, control, pleasure, desires, expressing sexuality. Breaking the cycles, lifts opposing barriers, brings victories. So yeah, you've been through some shit, especially with this devil here and the soul survivor. Two of Swords. It's breaking that cycle, that hard knot life.
Okay? You did your work, you freaking teacher, you. Because you a spiritual teacher, you're a spiritual guide. You are up there, high frequency. And your ancestors and spirit guides
Regrets,
like, yes, I just said
disappointment, grieving, despairing. I wish I didn't do that.
Doing your spiritual work.
So there was some things.
Teaching others, helping them grow, heal, and evolve.
So I gotta turn it down a little bit. So there has been some decisions. Again, with this Two of Swords is about choices. So there's some things that you've done in the past, right? Soul Survivor. There's some things that you've done in the past, maybe in regards to a relationship that you regret. And again, with this devil here, it wasn't some pleasant things, but you're a soul survivor for whatever it is that you were doing. And it shouldn't be nothing you should regret. Anything that you've survived and lived through, it's a story worth telling. Probably even writing a book about. You know, people should hear what it is that you've been through. Nobody should remain in silent the things that you have been through, regardless of what they were. Because you never know how your story could save somebody else's life. Because you was able to survive yours and tell the story for them to you know, the cycle. It's breaking the cycle, right? Of any type of addictions, abuse, you know. Then we have Strength, Two of Pentacles, Self-doubt, it's all about the money, and Soul Family Tribe. Strength is exactly what it means, is strength, gaining strength, having the courage to do something, or, well, yeah, but this says, loyalty, delivers from those who seek to oppress, brings victory. Hakamia, the raising God. Two of Pentacles is about juggling or balancing. Most likely people, places, and things. Self-doubt, self-sabotage, denial, fear, I'm not good enough, or you're not for me. It's all about the money, greed, possession, assets, fame, codependent. Family Tribe, here to help when family and friends can't, helping with your purpose. So I guess continuing on, right?
So you got people competing for you too, y'all. I just hear competing for you. Somebody trying to
surviving what you've been through. I mean, I guess this is getting more personal into that, or it can be separated, but loyalty delivers those who seek to oppress, brings victory. So somebody is coming through to help you, right? If this is separated from this situation, there is someone coming in to help you. gain some strength. Again, with this self-doubt here.
Either they going to do the work or they get left. And that's just period. It's you gone. Libra, you out. Taking that leap of faith. You
This
out.
was the self-doubt. Oh, this is probably you trying to
Spirit guy, like, I wish
gain, figure it out.
I figured out.
Like your self-worth and money. And then balancing. Yeah, I think this is what you were juggling.
Okay. Real crazy.
A soul tribe family. It's about the money and your self-doubt, right?
Yeah, I love it.
And that's what the strength is here. Or that's what you end up gaining strength from. This is what you've probably so survived.
I don't care if it's about 10, 15, 11 of them. Listen.
Or the things that the things that you've been struggling to gain strength in. A soul tribe family, money, your codependency to either your greed, your possession, assets, fame, codependent, right? And then self-doubt. But again, with this strength card here, it's again, it's what you gaining courage and clarity, or courage and strength to push forward in those things. Doubting yourself, again with the confidence. You don't think that you're good enough to either have money or to even have a family. But no. Again, that's probably just the story we're getting. So let's just continue to the next. Ace of Cups. God, the King of Heaven, rejuvenation, obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. So here we go with the strength and rejuvenation. Princess of Swords.
No more obstacles, no more difficulties.
Princess of Swords. Page of Swords, right? So she's the page, the student. Communication. STD. The Runner. Spiritual Ascension.
It's already a yes.
So guess what?
How's this coming towards you?
So in this process, right? There was somebody. It was a spy. Somebody set you up. If the Princess of Swords is the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is usually considered a spy. So with this Ace of Cups here, somebody was definitely, well, somebody could have been coming in trying to offer you a cup of love, right? And they end up burning you. Because STD, I don't think I was showing you the cards. Sexually transmitted disease, that bitch burnt me, curable or uncurable, please help me. The Runner, non-committal, fear of one's love, pride and ego, I don't love you, go away. And then Spiritual Ascension, awakening of mind, DNA activation, Phoenix rising, getting out of the matrix. So again, this is like, this is probably what triggered everything, right? This is that moment where everything went left. And your life turned upside down. So they came in, they loved you, they burned you, and they ran out on the plug. And then that's when you woke the fuck up, and you've been on your journey, and then you're on your journey. Wow. But again, with that Ace of Cups there, whatever it is, it's curable. With that rejuvenation, right? Obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. So whatever it is that happened between you and that person, whatever it is that you've gotten from that person, it's curable. If you don't believe me, I would recommend you start looking up herbs as well, and doing your own research on on natural herbs and what they do over in Western countries. Yeah. Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Psalms 23, Pharaoh's Awakening, spiritual animals and insects, and child distractions or children distractions. Three of Cups, the right hand of God, fame and renowned, influence commence, voyages and great discoveries. Three of Cups is usually about a celebration. Here, this is, I mean, it's still a celebration. They talk about fame and renown, influence and commerce. You're being recognized right here. So again, that's whatever I was saying. You're probably going to have to speak your truth or write a book or whatever. But again, people needs to hear your story. Whatever it is that you've been through with this Ace of Swords, you're going to get that recognition, that public recognition. All eyes on you. Oh wow, literally, that's literally all eyes around. All eyes are going to be on you. You may not want that attention, but that's what's going to set you free and put everybody in their place. Ten of Pentacles, Psalms 23, Pharaoh's Awakening. I prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, sheep's and wolf's clothing. Exactly, you're about to expose the sheep's and wolf's clothing that's put you in all this hoopla, right? But again, it's not like you're doing it out of spite and being vindictive or malicious. You're just really speaking your truth and your pains that you've been through. Literally, a soul survivor. Because again, there's of course people that are involved in this, right? But you're not even going to be specifically speaking on them. It's what you've experienced that's going to expose them for who they are. Spiritual animals and insects. I'm here to give you a message. Pay attention. I'm not just colors or something to see. Google my spiritual meaning. So again, if you've been getting specific animals, if you've been like seeing certain animals a lot of times, really Google what that means. I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles, so a rabbit could be specific, and a bat, and even a hawk. And we also did pull a hawk from this the power animal oracles. So the hawk is focus. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. Right? What was the other one? A pelican, which is another bird though. And then dragonfly was illusions. You know who you really are. Pelican, forgiveness. Let go of your judgments. Exactly. Not just your judgment, but the judgments of others as well. Only God can judge us anyway, so who gives a fuck about what they think or what other people are going to think or what the people that done something to you are going to think. They shouldn't have done it in the first place for them to even think about what other people are going to start viewing them as, right? I'm still recording, okay. Child distractions. I don't have time. I have my kid or kids. Daddy or mommy spends more time with me, not her or him. I'm your priority now. A child is involved. A child is involved. Animals is involved. Either you... Are you hiding a baby? These also could be family members. All right, they want to come along. It's like, no, you missed this opportunity. Could the baby be the truth behind something? Pulled off, okay? Because these are little fetuses. You have twins, baby? But there's some child distraction. I don't know, whatever you're distracting yourself from a child or something like this along the lines, but or maybe again the child is what's going to get you recognized, especially if it's getting older, or maybe you're pregnant and you don't even know. I think my watch just vibrated because I think it's exactly, it's 11 o'clock, so on the hour. That could be confirmation. That baby, there's a child involved that either you're not, because again with this I choose me, oh wow, that's what it probably is. You're so focused that you don't even realize that you could be pregnant, and that's what's about to set everything in motion for real. Or you've got somebody pregnant, or somebody about to come out with the woodworks of a baby. Ooh. But whatever it is, there's going to be some type of exposure. This right here, this is, you know what this is. This is that moment where Jesus kind of exposed Judas. So, literally 10 of Pentacles. So it's in a family situation where this truth is coming out. So somebody's about to get exposed in a family. Oh wow. How they feel about you, they feel foolish. All right, or they see you going in a new direction. Because I said something about the Princess of Swords is a spy, right? But the swords itself, the Knight of Swords, they're very flighty. They're sneaky. I don't know. Why do I feel like this is like some type of a soul survivor? Oh, please, if you are a woman, or not even just a woman, but if you're a victim of somebody who has been sexually assaulted, molested, raped, please speak up. I don't know if you've had a miscarriage, but there's a baby involved. Whether that baby is still here or not, somebody needs to speak about that baby. Or that baby is what's going to be the reason everything is about to come to light. That's all I'm going to say. The baby is going to be the reason why it comes to light, whether you have a baby or you've experienced something and you don't even know that you're pregnant yet, right? And if you are pregnant, that baby will set you free. So I would think twice about trying to get rid of it. And I know that's very hard to explain or to really, and well, you all have free will. But all I say is to say, if you were able to get pregnant, that was for a specific reason. You know? It's a morbid way to look at it, but it's a life nonetheless. And if God needs for that baby to be here, right? God needs for that baby to be here. And it may not have been in the most welcoming way, in the most just way. However, that baby born, I'm telling you, that baby born will set you free. That baby born will set you free. I don't know, again, if whatever kind of spirit animals are communicating with you, listen to them. They probably letting you know that you are pregnant. They're probably letting you know not to let go of that baby. They're letting you know that that baby is all eyes on you. That's your family. You better love that baby. Nonetheless, you are a soul survivor. This 10 of Pentacles, right? This Ten of Pentacles, but then you have the 9. You see that, right? So you started off probably 9 of Pentacles. That's how you had your life started off. But after everything that you've done been through, I promise you, baby girl, baby boy, whatever you've been through, whoever this is, you are going to be celebrated in a family. Even if the all eyes on you are within that family, right? Or if everybody's looking at the family itself, but you are going to be loved and you're going to be recognized, whether it's from the world or within your family that you've created. That's beautiful. Just choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. Pelican, forgiveness. Let go of your judgment. Forgive those who have hurt you. That's a very crucial lesson in all this. Forgive those, and that's the center of it. Forgive those who have trespassed against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, right? Our Father prayer, that's something you should probably check out. Dragonfly, illusions, you know who you really are. Exactly. And with these 2 dragons here, pure white dragon from Orion and magenta dragon. Transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. So you got your pure wisdom and your soul wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. Exactly. Go with the flow of things. Speak your truth. And be honest about it. Don't hold back. And again, it says process what you know. Awakens your soul's memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. We also pulled the spiritual ascension card, right? With the runner, exactly. So you've been on a spiritual journey. This is something that spirit, God, source, however you name it, the divine, the great above, whomever you want to categorize, right? Spirit. But they've been guiding you. They've been working with you. They've been preparing you. You're protected.
The universe already made a final judgment called 9 of motherfucking cups.
9 of swords.
You, my love, you.
The all-pervading God. Intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. That's crazy because remember we pulled this. This is like one of the very last cards we end up pulling, and how it still comes first full circle with the whole thing. And what my body is telling me right now. So for those who are pregnant, congratulations. But, if you're not ready, really sit back and think about it though. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. But again, when a baby comes through, I just feel like that's when your life really changes. For better or for worse, but it only be for worse only if you truly don't want to have that baby. And I'm telling you, if you and your soul do not want to have that baby, then do not have that baby. But, however, if you want change in your life, if you really want true change in your life, have that baby and put your faith in God, because that's really what is needed. To have more faith in God more so than anything. Because the more you deal with that child, the more you start to get more closer with God. Because now you're going to have to learn how to love something, right? Someone aside from yourself. But then then within this situation, if I'm getting from those soul survivors, right? It's learning to not only to survive what you've been through, but then you decided to keep that baby, for a chance to have life. And then you have to learn how to grow with that child, teach that child how to love and learn and respect people. But then you also have to do that as well without having any type of resentment or animosity towards that child because of what traumas have been bestowed upon you to produce that child. So, intellectual richnesses. This Harahel, he's here. Call on him if you need to. Do Google research first and foremost, if anything, when it comes to spiritual anything. Just always do your research before you just call on anything. But this angel's here. Call on him if you need protection and healing and a better understanding, especially mental clarity on how to process this. It was saying something about I was reading something about a process. Yeah, process what you know. Exactly. Process all of what you know now and take it day by day. This is again, dealing with children dealing with children in general is never an easy road, but with this type of trauma on top of that, you're going to need a miracle. A lot of patience, forgiveness, a lot of forgiveness, and forgive yourself. Don't blame yourself either. It's not your fault. No one deserves anything. However, right, we don't get put in things that we aren't able to overcome. Because again, we seen what that outcome was looking like. If you speak your truth, you're going to have that family in the end. If you just be honest with yourself about everything and what you've been through. Just be honest with everything that you have been through, and I promise you, you'll be all right. But again, this is not an overnight thing. Just like how what you've been through hadn't happened overnight for you to kind of be in this healing process now. But if you're still not ready to speak that truth, that just means that you just need to heal a lot more. That's all. Nine of Pentacles is also, and because again, you see a ghost here. You know, even if you've had that, even if you had a miscarriage or an abortion, right? This story can relate to you, because again, there still was a child involved, and you survived it, whether you had to get the abortion or not. You know, and we won't judge anybody for that choice anyway. You know, it's hard. Life is hard in general. Then life is hard in general, taking care of yourself, and then you're bringing on another life on top of that as well. It's just like, you know, I get that, you know, but some people don't have that choice. And people who do have that choice, you know, it's still a choice that they really don't have no control over as well. And it's still a traumatic experience nonetheless. So you are also survivors in all this. So even if, right, you had that abortion, I still feel like that child is connecting with you in some way, shape, or form, especially with the spiritual ascension. Let's see what this person wants to say to you that's coming towards you. Let's see if we can get some messages here. And again, it was that Pharaoh's awakening. Again, that baby, whatever your story is, that baby will be the key to your truths. But again, it's the truth. You have to speak your truth and be honest about this. This is not about, oh, I got a baby or I had an abortion and I'm about to make up this story and about to get some money because I'm about to put it out there. Like, no, like you literally had to have been through some shit because there's people involved. There's people involved in this that makes this worth the story that needs to be put out there. But again, it's not like you're trying to intentionally expose these people, but look at where your life is at right now, right? And it's just like you're in a place of trying to build yourself, and unfortunately, or no, not unfortunately, I guess it's unfortunate for the people that were involved, but you know, you have to speak your truth. How is anybody going to know anything about you if you don't speak about who you are? And of course, the first thing people are going to go is to your background, your history, where you come from, how you started. And then once they start to get into all that, then they start to connect the dots and the people that was involved in this, that, and the third. And oh, I know this person and this, that, and the third. And you know, oh, so this is what's been going on. You know, that's all it is. Just people manipulating power, control, just to oppress and hold back people. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is all about those burdens and being oppressed. But with this angel here, it's God humiliating the proud. Exactly. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. So like I said, big people, big names. It's the people that are involved with whoever this person is, whoever's watching this or resonating with this. There's people that you know that are like involved in something, like big names. I mean, industries maybe. And it don't even have to be like huge, like, you know, like entertainment type, but it could be. Who never knows? It's like one of those like mega like entities. It's like one of those big things, like a company basically that you were involved in, and shit went left, or they were fucking you over, literally fucking you over. Had a whole baby involved. How probably, you know what's so crazy? And you probably were young too. Probably a young impressionable individual just wanting to make a name for themselves, got caught up with the wrong people as usual. But again, that's not your fault, because your heart and your intentions was, you know, somebody's going to see who I am as an individual, and they saw something else and took advantage of you and then left you out for dead or for dirt, you know, just to have their way. Men are disgusting. But nonetheless, though, you know, come out of hiding. The Moon, come out of hiding. And then you got the Hangman again, twice. But God is my strength, Gabriel. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. So come out of hiding. Speak your truth. Again, call on those angels. Talk to God. Pray. Use your discernment. Again, like, that's first and foremost. Use your discernment before you make any decision. Really have that communication with God, Spirit, Source, however you want to view, wherever you're at in your spiritual journey. But you need to communicate with that, the utmost high, in anything that you do. Anything. Just from the littlest things. Just like, you know, maybe not the littlest things. Like, you ain't gotta ask to brush your hair or anything, but you know, maybe you decided, should I go in for a walk in the park or take a drive, you know, in a different state, It'd be something like that, But almost heading to an hour. I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. But you gotta have faith. And you gotta be strong. Not even for you, but for that baby now. Especially for that baby, It's probably why you're here in this first place. Because you were wanting to know what to do with it. At least for some of you. Don't feel bad about your choices. And even if you still want to make that choice, just speak your truth about it. That's all. But again, I wouldn't recommend it though. It's a life at the end of the day. That's still, to me, some type of karma. And again, no judgment to those women who made that choice. Again, it's all about survival, And you had to make that choice not knowing, certain things. So again, there's why there's no judgment there. But for those who now know, right? Just be cautious about the decisions you make. And I'm not saying like the decisions that you made are bad. Don't regret anything that you've don't regret anything that you have made. I'm sorry is underneath that, but I don't think that's at least a message to you. Somebody's telling you that they're sorry. Again, with this God humiliating the proud, that's exactly whoever the person who fucked you over is probably going to be saying, I'm sorry soon. For thinking twice, for even doing the things that they've done to you. But I guess that's all for right now. Y'all take care. See you in another video.